Hey everyone, welcome back. Blue Riser here, and I wanted to show off one of the videos I do on my AstroTrek channel. That way, you know, it's kind of like promotion for the channel itself. But this is my sketch time videos, where I pretty much just draw and talk a bit. I try not to make it overly long, and it's just a sketch. But I wanted to draw something, and it's going to be based off the summer stuff for Fire Emblem Heroes. So I wanted to go ahead and draw another character in a swimsuit, one who probably didn't get one. The one I'm doing today is Lindis. So we're gonna draw Lindis in his good old swimsuit. Try to imagine what she would wear, and I'll narrate and talk as we do it, and we'll fast forward when needed. Other than that, please enjoy, and I'll see you at the end. We'll talk at the end, I guess, or not even talk at the end because I'm talking right now. Whatever. But anyway, we're going to start off with Lindis here, and I made it a thing for me to draw more female characters because, and don't mind the green screen, I'm gonna be fading in and out because the light shining off me ends up looking like a green kind of color. You can kind of see it right here, right about here. Yeah, not sure. It's probably because the light's a bit too strong, but the green screen won't work otherwise if it's not, the light isn't that bright. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and draw her head here. Now, last time I recorded this kind of video, I had horrible audio issues, and I thought it was because of my microphone. But luckily, it doesn't seem to be the case, as my microphone's not working. Of course, I still need to go buy a better one, like a more professional one, but that's gonna have to wait for a while. And let's just draw her. Lynn, even in the what do you call it, her original game, is quite a full-figured character. To my surprise, I didn't think she would like be shaped that way in Fire Emblem Blazing Blade, but she sure is. Which I'm not sure. I don't really have any bigger opinions than that. So that's as far as it gets. Alright, so what I'm thinking is she would have sort of a watermelon for sure. She seems like a character that would enjoy the festivities of breaking watermelons. Let's put her hand up here. Now, last time I made the mistake of putting the microphone on the same table that I draw with, and so you would hear the table move back and forth, back and forth. You can't hear it now, which is great. But let's go ahead and give her a good old stick. And this is a pretty normal stance. Nothing too crazy. I want to get a bit more crazier with the other ones. I'm definitely going to come back and draw some more swimsuit characters. If you guys have any suggestions, please tell me. But right now, we're going to go ahead and finish this up here. Add that. Okay. So from here, add a little bit of hips, curves, and make sure we get this right, because I don't want to mess up on this. You know, there's I studied a lot on how to draw breasts, because lots of people draw them wrong, and I didn't want to end up on the territory of people correcting me on how I draw my breast. I know, like, there are still times where I get it wrong, but I try my best not to, in all honesty. Now, I think Lindis would actually wear something like this, with a strap here, maybe a little ring here. Yeah. And then on the bottom. So something like this. Yes. And then for her side, I actually think she would probably wear like a skirt kind of thing, kind of reminiscent to her original outfit. So from here, just with some frills maybe.
Push me down to the ground. What goes around comes around. You won't put the flame out.
And then let's go ahead and add her face. Lindis has some really nice looking eyes. Edge there. Now, one of the reasons I wanted my camera here facing the me is because I felt drawing videos aren't very interesting in general, and obviously when I want to do a speed drawing video like a let's draw, I'll do a let's draw without me talking or anything else in it, unless there's some sort of message I want to say. But for this, I felt, how can I make it a bit more interesting? And it's probably, I just wanted to give the insight, like my insight when I draw. I thought that was at least somewhat sort of interesting. Now for her hair. I think Lynn has a lot of hair, but would she really bun it up? Let's try to see. I feel it would be something like this. Yeah, I feel it would be something like this. Okay, her hair connecting here. 1, 2. It's not the most appealing, I would say, because she's just kind of standing there. So in fact, actually, let's try to do an appealing one. We're just going to flip this one over, because I don't like to waste paper, so let's just flip this one over and try again. So far it's been 7 minutes, so I'm going to go into time lapse, and we'll come back after I finish up the initial sketch. Okay, so we're back now, and the green screen shining on my face really does bother me. It's this side, I believe, yep. So maybe if I just, Oh, way better. Okay, cool. Anyway, so we've drawn a new pose here, and is Lynn more bending forward? We're gonna go ahead and keep the same design. We're just gonna alter a bit of it up. But yeah, we're gonna keep this here. A little frilly side. There we go. And go ahead and mark that out. And most likely she would probably wearing high sandals or something like that. Here. Toes are one of my hardest things that I come to draw. I barely have characters who don't wear open-ended what is that called? Open-ended shoes or sandals or the like, because I'm definitely afraid of drawing feet. But you know, you have to overcome your fears by doing it sooner or later. So here's that time for me. And I'm hoping this is going alright. Yeah, I think it's going alright. That's good. Alright, so now we have her knee here, and she's leaning over. And let's have, I'm trying to think of a good top for her. First, let's define that chin. She's still holding the watermelon and the stick. I really like that. I'm not trying to copy Tiki, but you know, I feel Lynn is that kind of character as well. Okay, so now we're going to keep her hair kind of the same. We'll go ahead and braid it up here, braid it here, and then we'll keep that right there. Her long hair. I feel is a more relieving style for her. There we go. Some blush there. Now, still have to think of her top. Let's look it up a bit. Let's look up some. You always for inspiration, looking stuff up is the best. Not really sure what we're gonna find here. Nothing that great. Nothing I like, at least. Oh, risque ones. I think that works. Yeah, that works. So we're gonna take inspiration from this one right here. You guys can see that one. And pretty much we're gonna try to have here, one here, emphasize movement. There we go. Connect here. Or you know what? Actually, let's add a ring there. I just thought of something better. Yep, I just thought of something better. As always, I try to pull inspiration from other things, and then see if, like, sooner or later, I might feel, hey, maybe I want to change that up. Always a good thing to do. Pull inspiration from other places. Okay. So now we have that. So I think we're going to pretty much move on to outlines, so I'll be right back. Okay, normally for these sketch times, I use ballpoint pens because they're cheap and they're inefficient. I mean, inefficient. That's not the right word. Inexpensive. We're trying to point the light over more to us. There we go. So now, let's go ahead. First, we gotta test the ink. Always important. You don't want to just end up striking nothing. Alright. And for this, I use more scratchy, like strokes. That way to emphasize more of a sketch. Once again. You know, this isn't supposed to be a full-fledged drawing. It's just me getting some practice out there. In all honesty, you know. Okay, and we're back. So we're almost done. We've got quite a bit of progress done here. We just have to erase the lines and we'll come back and pretty much finish off any smaller details. But overall, I like the product. I like the final product here. I didn't think I could draw Lynn at all. My last one of her just I don't know, the reception on it wasn't that great, but I feel this one's way better and I like it a lot, which is cool. Oops, her eyes are a bit too big. Alright, so we have a little bit of watermelon coming off the stick here, and let's go ahead and just for the sake of it, put her on some sort of isolated area itself with the smashed watermelon. Scripting is definitely one of my least favorite things to do back in when I was doing art in school and stuff. I don't like to do it as much. But I mean, of course I find the use of it, like now. When you wanna create tone without having to like color something black or gray. Or do color in general, stippling is the best for that. Stuff like sand is good too. I use 2 pens for the most part. I just try to be careful on not covering areas I've already covered. So hopefully this will end up a little good. After that we'll go back to one pen and do it that way. So obviously we want to do a little bit more at her feet where she's obviously standing, and some here at the watermelon. Yep, cool. Any more we should probably just keep around. Whew. Let's go ahead and add some shading to this watermelon here. Seems like shouldn't be too hard. Not sure what color I'm gonna go with yet. Maybe green, but I feel like there's too much already. You've got her hair, most likely her bikini as well. Well, that could be turquoise since her original outfit is turquoise, but still kind of close to green. And that's Lynn. Next thing we're going to do is just pretty much erase this. Not the picture, obviously, but all the lines and stuff. That way we can go ahead and move on to coloring. And with my sketch time videos, I don't color the full thing. I just color like a portion of it with one singular color. Everything else will have to be done with shading, which I think I'll try to get better at. Well, of course, I want to get better at it. I wanted to add Hector and Ellwood in the background, but time. That would just take a lot of time. Maybe next time. Maybe on Let's Draw, I'll do something serious like that. If I still am working on like swimsuit characters, or maybe if I'm free, I don't know. Let's go ahead and add a bit more, just because. There we go. Okay, so we're back, and this time around I picked 3 shades of green, and normally I just pick one color, but this time I'll pick multiple, just to really get down what I want to convey in this one, because I feel one color probably isn't enough. But 3 varying shades of green I think will be perfectly fine, and it won't really interrupt with the singular color process that I like to do on these things. darker here. Now we have this color here for her swimsuit itself. And then I'm going to go over here for the watermelon. So we're actually going to use two shades here for the watermelon. A lighter green. To show off that little highlight here. The sun is coming from this direction, by the way. It's always important when you're drawing to think about where sunlight is coming from. It will make your shading way better in the process as well. Because it used to be that I shaded however I wanted to, right? But that makes you make a lot of like amateur mistakes, really, when it comes down to it. Alright, cool. I remember getting critique on it too, like my shading. Back in, I believe, high school or so. Someone critiqued my shading technique. I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll change that. And that's something I do quite often. It's just like someone says something about my artwork or something, and I normally just try to change it as fast as possible to fix it. Only stuff that makes sense, right? If someone's just like, your drawings suck, then I guess they suck to you. But I always try to improve on the smaller things, like my hands. I have to still improve on my hand design. Alright. I think it's all a case of I don't know which artist I want to look up to the most. Because normally whichever artist you look up to, you try to like mimic them in a way. But I don't really have one of those yet. So I don't know where I'm going so far as like my own style. It'd be nice to like develop it into my own style, but I can admit myself that what I draw isn't very unique compared to everyone else. And what I mean by that, I mean like my art style isn't very unique compared to everyone else's. So let's go with the white one here. So far so good. So far I'm liking it. Doesn't look silly to me. Alright, let's go with the green. Okay, now time for her hair, which I guess this would probably be one of the hardest parts. At least getting it right. You can't really screw up here. Okay, I think this is going on. So far, so good. I think I say that the most in these videos. So far, so good. These drawing videos of mine. Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna actually add the red too for the watermelon, just to give it that nice vibrant color. Because the greens are really sticking out to me, so I want to give this red a chance to shine as well. Let's go ahead and add in the red to the watermelon. With maybe a little bit of pink. Now it's turning out to a full-fledged color, but I guess that's what it is now. And that's it. I did a lot more work than I normally do in this series, so it might be longer than the others, which is a bummer. I try not to do that, but I just got into it and I really enjoyed this piece a lot. So yeah, be sure to check out the Astrotrip channel where I do this kind of thing. I would say a lot, because whenever I don't have a video planned, I'll probably just make a Let's Sketch video for that day. Can you guys see it very well? I'll just move her up. But yeah, this is good old Lynn. Swimsuit Lynn. Ready for the summer. But yeah, check out Astrotrip channel, the Let's Draw thing. I mean, not Let's Draw, Let's Sketch. And then there'll be more Let's Draws here on Blue Riser, because I feel it's better acquainted for this one. You guys can see my traditional skills for once. I think I'm way better drawing like this than I am drawing like digitally. But I'll see you guys next time. I don't want to keep saying, alright, but yeah, that's it. Because I know I say that a lot already, and I have to kind of fix that. Peace out, guys.